Welcome to today's vlog. Everything for today's vlog is going to be shot right here. And you know what I just realized? I don't think I turned on my mic. I did turn on my mic. Right now I'm sitting at a park that is over the freeway. And I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but just in case you don't remember that one, I'll link it up above wherever that info card would be. So I'll link that video here. And so I wanted to stop on the way home. It's a beautiful evening. It's Friday evening. And I wanted to just take a few minutes and discuss a little bit further my challenges, or the challenges that I've faced creating a YouTube channel and pushing forward. Yesterday I talked about the fact that you could bite off more than you could chew. You could sort of alienate your friends and family, and you could really get yourself into a sticky spot pertaining to what you do, how you do it, how long you do it, that type of thing. Sometimes I think we have a tendency as creators to sort of imagine that we can do literally everything all at once, and that's how I am. As my brain works as a creative person, I tend to see a problem and I just want to work to solve it. I want to plug and play everything I can. I want to investigate everything I can. I spend more hours in a given day investigating how to do things like this little coat change thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the sweatshirt and get to editing that I did yesterday. So I spent hours trying to figure out, how do I do it effectively, how do I do it well, and I did that actually days before I actually did that in my vlog, and I just wanted to make sure that I knew how to do it before I actually went and did it. So one of the challenges that I found is that you really have to be willing to invest a lot of time in honing your craft. It's said that it takes 10,000 hours for you to become an expert at anything. And I know that I'm not into the 10,000 hour range of creating video, so I have to keep pushing and keep refreshing and keep trying to develop new and interesting things for me to learn and do, because that's how I operate. I could not, whoa, this table's a little wobbly. I could not work on an assembly line because my brain can't handle the exact same thing over and over and over again. I have to have something different, new, fresh, inviting, interesting, and you know what? I will try it until I fail, but rest assured I'm going to try it. So one of the things that I found is, if you're going to start off on an adventure of your own, whether that's creating a YouTube channel, becoming a photographer, moving to a different location, starting a new job, developing whatever you're doing, if you're going to do that, you need to have tenacity. You need to have the drive to keep going and to keep learning. Never settle for what you already know, which I think a lot of people do. My tenacity, my drive, it's really just one thing that I wanted to talk about today, is the willingness to just step in and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. And that's one thing that I want to state about how you develop whatever it is that you're developing. You really need to start and lean into this with some tenacity. You need to have a drive to go and do what it is that you want to do. In short, today's vlog is really to say this. We need to, as people who desire to accomplish something, be willing to put in the effort. Too many times I see people saying, you know what, I gave up. And here's the thing that really gets me. So a couple of months ago, when I started vlogging, one of the first things I did was I went downtown and I was helping a friend. That was one of the first vlogs that I did, and I ended up meeting a guy there who was just launching his YouTube channel, and so we both launched him about the same time. And the interesting thing about this story is I'm talking about tenacity today, and the reason I'm talking about that is just last night I sent him a message to kind of catch up with him. We had talked about collaborating, getting together, and sort of sharing what was going on in our YouTube channels in a couple of months. And here's what happened. He's stopped. He hasn't been able to vlog recently, and I don't know if that means that he's going to stop permanently, but I do know this, that he's put up only a couple of videos in a couple of months, and I'm not saying this to get down on him. I'm saying this to share this. What's the difference between the two of us? one of the things that I would point out is sort of that tenacity. I am definitely, by no stretch of the imaginations, a guy with a lot of free time on my hands. A full-time job, a youth group that I manage and run, wife, a house, I travel, develop video as part of my job, in the middle of a change in my career, in a new position, in a new structure, a mentor to about 4 different students, mentor and leader to roughly 10 or so, 15 adults. And so what I'm saying is, I don't have a lot of time either. So what's the difference between where my friend has landed 2 months later and where I've landed 2 months later? And really, I think it just boils down to your tenacity. You're willing to push forward. Early on, I caught a video. Everybody says his name, but I caught a video, and I'm going to give a shout out because it really inspired me to just move forward, by Casey Neistat, and it was Do What They Say You Can't. In that video, if you've never seen it, I'll link it below and maybe put it in an info card. Just because I think that it's important, if you're going to start creating, to have that mindset that it shouldn't matter to you. You just create. Now, you don't abandon things. You don't throw away the people you love. You continue to chase them, and you bring them into the process, and you develop them along, like I was saying yesterday, but you got to have tenacity. You got to stay with it. If you're not staying with it, then you're never going to get anywhere. Imagine if somebody running a marathon started out and ran the first 100 feet and then gave up. You cannot finish a marathon if you don't stick to it. I don't mind being the guinea for you, so here's what I would say. Yesterday, I gave you 3 points. I'm going to link that video here. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, go do that. Go do what somebody says you can't do, or go do what it is you feel like you need to do, but just make sure you don't give up on yourself. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward. All right, with that, I'm going to close out today's vlog. So do me a quick favor, make sure that you guys subscribe. Maybe hit the little bell down here. And share this on social media. Comment below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you liked the video, if it kind of resonates with you, if there's other points you want to add about being full of tenacity, if you have a story about how you have pushed through a challenging time in your development, in your career, in your creativity, in your passions, share it with me. I'd love to just get involved and have a conversation with you. So comment below, make sure you guys subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit that bell if you want to get some notifications, and we'll talk to you guys later. All right.